You think you're done with something, you think you're done with a topic, you're moving on with your life, you're looking at other things to talk about, and then all of a sudden you get all these messages on Facebook. Why are all these people messaging me? What are all these people talking about? And then you check your Facebook and you see there's more craziness going on. You think you've solved the puzzle, you think you've laid down the final puzzle piece, only to realize that there is a whole another 500 pieces missing from the puzzle. It is not the complete picture, it is a half puzzle. And that is what we are dealing with here, a half puzzle. The NES Classic went on sale on ThinkGeek's website a couple days ago, and everyone was wondering what the hell was up with that. We did some investigative work that we're going to talk about in a little bit to kind of draw some conclusions to this. And that sort of closed the door on it, in my opinion. I was done talking about the NES Classic, moving on to other things. But then today, the puzzle piece, the missing puzzle piece, Curious George and the missing puzzle piece was discovered. Amazon trucks across 8 major cities in North America, or in the United States, were selling the NES Classic in late July. GameStop, aka ThinkGeek, and Amazon are selling NES Classics, which have been discontinued since the beginning of the year, in late July. None of this makes sense! So let me catch you up to speed with everything that's been going on with this situation, because I've actually done a couple videos on this subject already, but people were bombarding me, hitting me up, letting me know about this. They wanted to hear my opinion on it. So I've just decided to kind of chronicleize everything and then just draw some conclusions. So it started last week. ThinkGeek randomly put up some NES Classic bundles on their website. ThinkGeek is obviously owned by GameStop. GameStop purchased them about 2 years ago in July 2015. And these were the same sort of bundles that you get with the Nintendo Switch. There was, pieced together items that obviously they just wanted to get rid of or liquidate. And we'll use that word liquidate coming up soon. But they weren't MSRP bundles. You were paying at least $130 to get one of these bundles. They obviously had a decent supply of these bundles as well, because they were up for a little while. It seemed like a lot of people were able to get one. I know people personally who were able to get one of these. And after, they purchased the bundle, after, they were sold out, the question wasn't so much, oh, did you get one of the NES Classic bundles for ThinkGeek? It was more, where the hell did these NES Classics come from? Because it really didn't make sense. You have to figure it like this. The system has been discontinued since the beginning of the year. So it's not like these are being manufactured. It's not like they're easy to come across. Major North American retailers really only had like 2 or 3 systems in at a time. So to get this huge inventory, to be able to, promote it on your social media and promote these bundles is pretty interesting. So we decided to dig a little bit deeper, my friends and I. It was myself, Smash JT, Ryan from Castlemania Games, and Beat 'em Ups Wood. And over on Wood's channel, we did sort of a live discussion, because we were able to find that there's a liquidator who, a liquidator. You know what liquidators do? They take products that don't sell and they sell them for cheap. This liquidator has had hundreds, if not thousands, of NES Classics weekly. And it doesn't really make sense to you, because this guy's inventory supersedes that of major North American retailers. So was there a connection between the ThinkGeek stocking and this guy? Because it's not like this guy is just saying he has this product. This guy is showing this product. We have pictures of the warehouse with the NES Classics lined up. Like, it's pretty intense stuff. If you want some more information on that, make sure you check out Wood's video. I'll put it in the description box down below. Like I said, it's myself, 2 other people in Wood talking about this situation, basically trying to make sense of this, because it doesn't really make sense to me. Now, some people have come along and said, GameStop was probably just holding back product because they wanted to re-release it at some point in time, but that doesn't really make sense to me either. Some people are speculating that GameStop is manufacturing them themselves, but I can't imagine they'd be doing that without, permission from Nintendo. This isn't something like a reprint of a game where Nintendo signs off on it. We're talking about an actual console here. So I don't foresee that being a thing. Obviously, with all of these different games lined up on it, all of these different licenses that were needed to put these games on the system, I can't imagine GameStop has the sort of power to just go and reprint this system. So we thought we figured it out. Was there a connection between the warehouses? How many of these warehouses are there that are hoarding, not only NES Classic, but Nintendo Switch systems that have more stock and more available than major North American retailers? But then this Amazon Prime situation came up today, and it's blowing my mind. So once again, much like the ThinkGeek situation, Amazon just came out and was like, hey, I didn't mean Amazon Prime, I meant Amazon Truck. The Amazon Truck is basically in major North America or major US cities, and you can like buy stuff from Amazon off of the truck. And these trucks have NES classics at MSRP retail price. And it's crazy. It's across 8 cities in the US. I believe Seattle, Houston, New York, Los Angeles, I believe were a couple of the cities. I don't remember all the cities off the top of my head, but they were pretty widespread out in major metropolitan areas. And once again, my phone just started blowing up and people wanted me to talk about this because it doesn't make sense. And let's look at the chain of command here, because that's kind of where I want to go with this. So at the top of the chain of command is Nintendo. Some people are actually blaming Nintendo for this situation, which is preposterous, because this is how it works with Nintendo. They just want to sell the unit to retailers. They don't care what you do with the unit. They don't care if you buy 1 million units and then you sit on 1 million units. Nintendo's already got their money. It doesn't matter if, you know, Joe Blow walks into a store and buys a Nintendo product. If the retailer is buying the Nintendo product, Nintendo makes their money. So Nintendo has no stake in this. They have nothing to gain from this. So it doesn't make sense for them. Then we have to look at GameStop and Amazon and what they're doing. Did they hold back stock to do this? I'm sorry, but it just doesn't make sense to me, because once again, these are also businesses. These are businesses that want to make money. And if you have a product in stock that's in high demand, would you really sit back on it for waiting a couple months to hope that there's still an interest in this product when, you know, people are making Raspberry Pis to counteract this? People are getting, you know, Chinese imports of these, you know, ripped off systems that have 500 games on them already. There's no real reason to hold back the product. And you could say, oh, you know, they're just trying to create a buzz, you know, a PR buzz. No, they're not, because once again, all it does is give a negative connotation to it. It makes you think of things in a different light. Where did these systems come from? How did they get these systems? How long have they had these systems? And why are they not selling them to people? A business's main priority is to make a profit, especially when we're talking about major retailers here. This isn't a mom and pop shop. So to say that GameStop and Amazon held back stock, I don't think it holds weight. And, you know, I thought that that's what they were doing at first, until we saw these warehouse people. You know, these warehouse people that have hundreds, if not thousands, weekly of Nintendo Switches and NES classics. So, is there something going on with this? Is there some sort of disconnect with product coming into the country where these, you know, these liquidators, these people that own massive warehouses are able to pick up the product before North American retailers are? That, to me, sounds like a more conclusive argument, because there's actually proof. Saying that GameStop held back stock, saying that Amazon held back stock, you have no proof of that. If anything, you have to use your logic, and logic would tell you that these companies would want to sell these products. They would want to make their money and then be done with it. Move on to the next thing that's big and hot and everyone wants. So why would they sit on product that's so damn hot? It doesn't make sense to me. And even if they were sitting on this product, even if GameStop was sitting on this product, or Amazon, well, let's just say GameStop first. If GameStop was sitting on this product, why would they not have done the bundles sooner? They could have easily done those same bundles and people would have bought it. Amazon selling these at MSRP. Where did these come from? You're not even bundling these. You're not even making money off of them. I'm sorry, but there's something majorly wrong right now with the way that product is coming in and getting to these major retailers. If Joe Blow with a warehouse unit who nobody's ever heard of before in a 3-man operation is supposedly spending millions of dollars, I've done the math, I've looked at all the emails available and looked at the pictures available, and is able to get all of this product before major retailers. So there's something going on. I don't know if it's like Yakuza or what's going on. I sound like a crazy ranting conspiracy theorist right now, but it's not conspiracy because it's all rooted in fact. There is evidence for all of this, and it's insane. It's insane. So who the hell knows who's gonna have the NES Classic next? Is it gonna be easier to get an NES Classic than a Super Nintendo Classic? Because at least these are still somehow magically coming out of the dragon's ass in the land of rainbow and farts, because damn if you can't find one all of a sudden. It's going to be very interesting. If another retailer gets one of these, That's it. If you're not a part of the conspiracy, you know, if you're not down with the conspiracy theory, then you're just smoking something, because all of the signs are there, man. There's something going on with these retailers to where they're able to get this stock in, and it's not from Nintendo, because Nintendo's not making it anymore. I don't think they're just coming out of thin air. So that's it. People wanted my opinion on this topic. I am done. I'm done talking about the NES Classic. It's not even that great of a thing. Like, it's pretty cool. It's a novelty, but it's not that great unless you're gonna hack it and put RGT 85, the video game, on there. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I didn't even plan on making this video. I just got home from work. I need to eat dinner. Thank you for checking out this video. Let me know in the comments section down below what the hell you think is going on, because honestly, it's a big conspiracy theory to me, and, you know, inside job. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.
RGT,